So far in this series we've been describing several notable details about today's information management landscape. We began with our perspective on the overall state of today's industry. Next, we told you about the challenges relational databases are having supporting many modern applications. And then we continued to introducing NoSQL products and their drawbacks. These were essential prerequisites before we could go into more about the FlexVertex Data Multiverse, so now it's time to do just that. From an information design and retrieval perspective, it's crucial to remember that to FlexVertex, everything is an object, no matter how you choose to visualize and represent it. And each object has properties that contain the actual data, including, if you desire, further embedded objects. Since every object can be connected to every other object, you have great flexibility when interacting with your data. To bring this to life, we're going to walk through a simple but extensive example. For this scenario, let's imagine that an airline wants to create a multiverse that covers key systems such as passengers, their reservations, purchases, preferences, flights they've taken, and incentives such as credit card offers. Furthermore, suppose that the airline also wants to track the movement of their aircraft at any point in time. First, let's create the information that will be conceived of as graph in nature. You can see 4 classes here. As a side note, remember that you always have full access to the object-oriented capabilities that are foundational to FlexVertex. Let's also establish the connections between graph vertices. Remember that you're free to set properties on the connections themselves. Documents are also part of this multiverse. In fact, one type of document is embedded within the vertex created from the person class blueprint. Meanwhile, aircraft location is represented as a granular time series set. Next, purchases are treated as relational database-style rows and columns. Finally, the designers chose to maintain credit card application status as key value. But don't forget, to FlexVertex, everything on this diagram, including the connections, is just an object. With the data in place, you're now free to traverse the multiverse in any direction. All you need is a starting point, that could be something as simple as a single time series data entry, a passenger name, a special meal request, or anything else. This lets you easily ask an infinite number of questions of your information. We have plenty of other videos that show how to use the FlexVertex Data Multiverse. Be sure to subscribe to this channel so you'll always be updated with new educational material, including using the Voyager navigation language for either open-ended or targeted exploration.